Okay, so it's pretty tough as a solopreneur when you're doing everything yourself. You're the strategist, the marketer, the product creator, the designer. You're wearing lots of different hats. You might spend your mornings brainstorming ideas and your afternoons learning new tools. And then your nights kind of wondering, is any of this actually going to work? It can be pretty exhausting and you can get stuck in analysis paralysis. You know, you've got passion, but you're unsure where you fit in with the market. Do you create a course? Do you offer coaching? The good news is you don't really have to spend a lot of money on business coaches or online courses to start figuring this stuff out. Initially, you can just utilize your favorite AI model. Okay, if you're new to building an online business, there's a pretty good chance you've probably already tried using ChatGPT to help you figure out your niche. Maybe the answers felt vague or generic, but it's not because AI is bad, it's because most people, especially when you're starting out, just give the AI super broad prompts. When the prompt's broad, the answer's going to be broad as well. So if you're looking to build good prompts, one thing you can do is follow what I call the R.O.A.D template. And that's just a template for writing prompts that will deliver. So the R in R.O.A.D stands for role. You tell the AI who it is and the situation that it's in. Then O is for objective. Tell the AI what you want it to do and the way that you want it to be delivered. A is actions, i.e. the step-by-step method that you want it to follow. And then D is for directives, and that's just any additional direction, e.g. the style you want it to respond in, maybe some filters that you want to apply to the output. So if you construct a prompt using this method, you're going to get responses that are structured, strategic, and more relevant to the business goals that you're actually trying to achieve. Okay, so let me show you something I've put together to help you kickstart the use of your power prompts. This is the Business Power Prompts portal, and it's just a collection of the exact prompts that I've built and refined to help solopreneurs. You can click any of these prompts, for example, discover your niche, then either copy and paste the prompt text or click the button of your favorite LLM and the prompts will get copied straight in there for you to use. So you don't need to be a prompt engineer or a tech expert. This portal does the heavy lifting for you, helps you think like a strategist, and it's going to help you execute as if you had a team of experts, even if you're working on your own. So the best bit is it's completely free to get started with the portal. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll explain how you can get access to it. Before that, let's just dive into an example. I'm going to use ChatGPT for this. You can use any LLM that you want to use. So you can see the component parts. So we've got the role, you're an experienced business strategist and market research consultant, and you're going to help me identify a unique, profitable and strategically aligned niche for my online business. And assume that I'm a sole founder or freelancer. Next, the objective, define a niche that fits my skills, audience and market demand. And I want you to output the results as a report. And there's a summary of the information there. So onto the actions, we're going to use the Ask Me method here to get ChatGPT to ask us 5 to 7 discovery questions, and then going to get it to analyze the answers, and it's going to present the top 3 niche options along with some additional next steps. So I've also given it some directives, telling it the tone to write in, want to keep the responses clear and actionable, and then some information about how we want the report to be formatted as well. And then finally, I've added a meta instruction here, which is basically telling it to review its own output, make sure it's clear, aligned with my particular strengths and goals, and directed towards being a solo entrepreneur. I've also given it a nudge there to say if anything feels generic or unclear, refine the output before presenting it back to me. So let's go ahead and submit. Okay, so you can see the first thing it's come back with there is a list of discovery questions, and it's diving into the background of my expertise, what I enjoy, who my target audience might be, and it's also telling you there what it's actually going to do with the answers that you provide, and it's offering to provide some example responses. So I'm just going to answer yes to that initially, just so you can see that. And for the purpose of the video, I'm actually just going to get it to use the example answers that it's given me. So you can see now that it's responded there with the analysis summary that we requested. It's come back with an understanding of the background. It's also identified what it thinks my key strengths and assets are. And also has provided some background on opportunities. So we've got our table of ranked niche recommendations there. And it's given us 3 concepts and starred those for potential profit, ease of entry and alignment, and then provided some next steps for validation as well. So the final section of the output there is a lean validation roadmap, which is suggestions for a short-term execution plan to test the message, some ideas for content, ideas for offers, and then some basic ideas on how to refine and scale as well. So obviously that's just scratching the surface really, and you can see that some of the information there is quite vague. Really the next step then is to continue the conversation with it. So here it's asking, would you like me to take the first niche a little bit deeper. Okay, so for my fitness niche example, what it's then come back with is a suggested program outline for the first 12 weeks. And it's also suggested some high-level pricing and tiering models there for delivering that program, along with some options for producing content to validate that as well, with some suggested hooks and call to actions. Next, we've got some landing page copy suggestions and some simple metrics for actually validating how strong the idea is. Finally, we've got some immediate next steps. And then it's offering to actually start drafting the detail for things like the landing page. So one key takeaway from this really is that the prompts kickstart the niche exploration, and then you need to continue the conversation with ChatGPT to dive deeper and iterate in terms of a specific idea. Okay, so if this is of interest to you, you want to get started with the portal, then you can sign up for free. If you just drop the word prompts into the comments below this video, I will send you a link. And if you like what you see on this channel so far, please hit like and subscribe. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.